The anti-vaxxers and the anti-maskers are who they are. And they are very much who they are, very much in public. And they want you to know that they will not stand for reasonable public health precautions. But it has gotten even worse. I wanna show you some pictures that were taken at a protest in the UK, mind. So as awful as these sorts of people have been over the last year in the US, now it's on you, Britain. Here's what happened. Chloe Addlestone tweeted out, "So horrific to see disgusting people wearing a yellow star at today's protest saying no COVID. I shouted at them and they told me I was a Nazi for wearing a mask." It's indicated, I don't know for sure, that Chloe is in fact Jewish, but apparently was called a Nazi for pointing this out. And here are the photos. An individual doing cosplay as Roger Stone here is wearing the yellow star that says no COVID on it. This woman has one as well. I guess they made them and tried to hand them out. But yes, in case it's not clear, and I don't see how it could be more clear, they're saying that they are being treated like Jewish individuals suffering under the oppression of the Nazis. Adrienne, that's just, I guess we shouldn't be surprised, but they're doing this in public, not just in front of the cameras, but for the cameras. They want to be seen. They feel like they've nailed it with this yellow star thing.
You know what? That is like a combination of audacity and ignorance. Like, how could they legitimately think that there is any kind of analogy here between the Holocaust and having to wear masks and practice social distancing? Like, that is so incredibly disrespectful and disgusting. Any kind of backlash that they received in public, it wasn't enough. Because whoever can go out and do this and thinks it's okay, they really need a helping of some, you know what, I'm gonna help you out in getting this together, because it's not right.
Yeah, these are people in the UK. It's possible they're not conservatives. I will just assume that they're conservatives, although there are certainly people who are not, that are wrong on these issues, that are so desperate to be victims. It reminds me of Dave Rubin's book, Don't Burn This Book, that he was just so hoping someone would burn. Just please burn my book so I can complain about how I've been canceled. And that's what it is. They put on the yellow stars. They are the same as the Jews. Notably, do you know, Adrienne, what didn't happen at the end of this protest? They weren't marched away to camps. No. Yeah, no, they weren't killed. There were no gas chambers. They were allowed to walk around without masks, certainly without vaccines flowing through their bodies. And they just went home afterward. Another opportunity, as always, to learn something. I have a feeling they did not. But responsible people did try. The Auschwitz Memorial tweeted, "Instrumentalization of the tragedy of Jews who suffered, were humiliated, marked with a yellow star, and finally isolated in ghettos and murdered during the Holocaust. In order to argue against vaccination that saves human lives is a sad symptom of moral and intellectual decline." And boy, have we declined. That is just disgusting. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.